Check, check, 1, 2. Seeing if we are live. Hello, 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 everybody. Let's wait a few minutes to get everybody in here. Hey, there we go. I think we're live now. How's it going, everybody? What's up, guys? Canadian Guy here, and today we are back with yet another State of Dismay, i.e., State of Play. Oh boy. So this State of Play is going to be an hour long, which I'm hoping this one is good, because good golly, the past I'm trying to remember the last like really good one. The one that always stands out to me was the State of Play where they announced the PS5. That one was amazing. And then they had a whole bunch that have been either good, like pretty good, or yeah, and ugh. So I just want good. I just want good. Like I'm hoping for good. Especially after that last one. That last one had me fearing for PlayStation a little bit. I was like, oh boy, if this is all you got, oh boy, howdy. We in trouble now. Yeah, keeping my expectations low as well. So let's get the definitives out of the way, because good gravy, if I have to sit down and I have to talk people off the edge about this, which it's going to happen inevitably, but I'm going to say it for the sake of saying that I'm saying it. Do not expect Crash nor Spyro content here, please. Don't expect that. Crash and Spyro is now owned by Xbox. If anything, something would probably be announced at the state of, at a neutral zone or an Xbox show. How long does this start? So it's starting at 5, so in about 40 minutes. But I kind of wanted to just get us started, to get everybody in here, get things warmed up, get people chatting. Seeing what people want to see, and so it'll be technically starting in 40 minutes. And don't worry, it won't look like this when we go live. We will be full screen. Let me just make sure that we got that set up. Looks like we do. Yeah. So when we go live, it will look like this. But of course, since nothing is playing, this would be boring. So now we're going to be back to here for now. So let's talk a little bit about what I'm expecting. I did briefly see the rumor of there allegedly being a Sly Cooper here, a Sly Cooper collection. I would take all rumors that you see with copious grains of salt, because I don't think, and I might be wrong here, that there hasn't been a a a leak that has come out that comes from a source that's even remotely like possible. Um, that's something that I haven't seen yet. I've seen like 4 leaks already of everyone listing of what's going to happen, and all of them. Here's the funny thing about leaks is that when people sit down and they're able to list every single announcement for a show, I almost by default think that it's not true. And the reason why is because every single showcase, every single one, I don't think there has been any PlayStation showcase where it was an hour long, where it was known IP after known IP after known IP after known IP, versus maybe a new IP but from a studio that we all know and love. And then the showcases are always filled. There's always stuff in there that's smaller and new, where it's like, oh yeah, here, this small studio that you've never heard before from Sweden, that has 4 people made a game. Here it is. They don't talk about those indie titles. They don't talk about the developer updates. They don't talk about that. The fake leaks always sit down and come up with these big, egregious, gigantic games that, or predictions that don't happen, because they don't realize that when it comes to these shows, they're not going to be dropping banger after banger after banger after banger, right? There's going to be stuff in there. So I always take the rumors that list the whole show as basically moot, especially if they have listed, all those things. But if there were any rumors that you would take with any sort of potential seriousness, it would be rumors that just say, hey, there's going to be these 2 games announced tomorrow. And that's it. They might say, is somebody that's more generalized, because I've been leaked information in the past and I've seen genuine leaks, and very typically they never have the entire showcase listed. Very rare do you get a showcase that is completely listed online. It typically doesn't happen. But what typically does happen is, hey, I heard this and this will be at the show. I heard this, and this will be in the show. I heard this will be at the show. You'll hear 1 or 2 things being at the show, and that's it from a leaker. And then you'll find out, hey, are they right? Are they wrong? So this is going to be updates on games that have been announced. But here's the thing about that. Here's the thing about that I find funny, is that right now PlayStation doesn't have a lot right now that in terms of like exclusives that would require updates. So if I'm PlayStation, you best be dropping some either updates on some upcoming and new games that are within your IP realm, or that's about it, because you need game. Like, yes, we need to see updates on games. We need to see games in the first place, right? Because right now, when was the last PlayStation AAA exclusive drop? Ghost of Tsushima? And that was what? November? And we don't even know what else is coming. Now, Wolverine is slated to come out this year, I think, or next year. I can't remember the year that they said that they were slated to release. It was either this year or next year. But I would bet a shiny dollar, a shiny one. We don't even have dollar coins anymore. No, we do have dollar coins. But I would bet a shiny dollar coin that Wolverine is probably going to get delayed. I would bet a shiny quarter, a big old shiny quarter, that Wolverine's going to get delayed. Also, is Intergalactic supposed to be this year? Kingdom Hearts 4 would be a genuine thing that I would like to see. Kingdom Hearts 4 would be a genuine thing that I would like to see, and I do think is within the realm of possibility. Very, very, very possible, I think. So I'm hoping Kingdom Hearts getting a remake. That's been a rumor that apparently was backed up by somebody who is reputable. I'm not going to plant my banner on anything on that, but possible. I would say Kingdom Hearts would be the within the most hype, but within a realm of reality. Like, it's not like if I turn around and said Sly Cooper, brand new Sly Cooper game, then yeah, that might be way out of reality. That's pie in the sky, or even more pie in the sky, Jak and Daxter. Having said that, I could see a Kingdom Hearts 4 update here, and it's within the realm of reason. Final Fantasy VII Part 3, within the realm of reason, but I think that they would more likely talk about that closer to the Summer Game Fest, like June, July. They might have like a state of play then and announce it there, mayhaps. But it's within the realm of reason. It's not out of the realm of reason. It's within the realm of reason. Oh geez, yeah, the God of War Metrovania I've been hearing about for, has it been a year? I thought it was like 6 months ago or 4 months ago. It might have been a year. I mean, with how time is flying. that New Horizon game, it does look exciting because I liked Dauntless before they blew it up. So I played it lightly here and there. I enjoyed Dauntless. I'm not a savant on it, and I remember playing it early at PAX East, and me and my buddy really enjoying it. And then we played it live together. And then they kind of blew it to bits. So yeah. Also, I want to let you guys know that I made a post about it, but I do want to talk about it real quick. And that is, there was a big investigative video that I was supposed to be releasing this week, and I tried to get it out, but it needs more time to cook. It needs more time for editing for me to get it to where I want it. But not only that, it's also because I had been kind of handed a video that kind of took precedent. It jumped the queue because of timing. So that video is currently in the works. I am about 60% of the way finished through the final cut on that before the picture cut on that before I go to the audio. And whoa! Elena donated $50 through Super Chat. First donation of the stream, and it's a knockout punch. $5 from Grandma. Hope the family's feeling better. Thank you. Yes, we are feeling a lot better. I'm sore because I had my face drilled in yesterday from the dentist. Because a third of my tooth of my molar popped off. So my face is feeling a little bit rough, but I'm better than I was yesterday today. And also, I want to let you guys know that today we will be streaming after the stream. So after the stream is done, we'll go offline and we'll be back online at 7:30 with Mickey, with the Mickey Epic Rebrushed. So that is, we're going to be back on at 7:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time tonight. We'll go offline at around 6:30, 6:15, 6:30. Then we'll go offline, and then we'll go into the stream of Epic Mickey Rebrushed, unless the stream could be canceled tonight or adjusted if something big is announced here. Now, there's been a game that I have been looking at, and I'm just going to throw a pie in the sky today and make a guess. And I'm not confirming it's here, of course, but I've been doing research on it, and I have my eyebrow peaked. And that is Ape Escape. Now, I'm not as solid on it as like Spyro, or I'm not as solid on it as I am with like Spyro or Crash or in this way Familiar, but I have been doing some behind the scenes research. Last week before I got sick was nothing but research. It was a research week where I was diving into everything. And I found some loose trails, some loose ends that I'm not ready to turn around and cement and say it's happening. But I have a few things that are raising my eyebrow at that I'm like, So that's it. That is my eyebrow raise. It's not necessarily, and like I said, I'm not even saying it's going to be here. I'm just kind of just been looking at like, is there something going on there? So we'll see. But that would be something, that would definitely be something that I would, Astrobot 2, I mean, I would love that. I don't know if it's been long enough to be able to announce that. I feel like that if there were to be another Astrobot, we would find out about it next year if they went right into development after. If they went right into development of Astrobot 2 right after Astrobot, which I think with a good estimation we could probably predict that they did, I would say that we would probably hear about Astrobot next year, probably to come out in 2028. maybe. But that's just me guesstimating. But if they drop, if we get a somehow a Crash Bandicoot, a Sly Cooper, a Jak and Daxter, an Ape Escape, or anything along the lines of that, I would be like, hold up, we're not streaming tonight because I gotta make a video about that. The 0.0000001% chance of the Legend Dragoon remaster. I can't find the original article on it, and maybe I'll try to look it up after. But I remember reading somewhere that the creator had requested to not have the game ever like remade or remastered or redone or whatever. And I think that, that might play a role in that, but I'm not sure. What if Sonic would be in that show? Sonic could be. I wouldn't be shocked if they actually announced like more of the DLC for Sonic Racing Cross Worlds. That would be cool. I would be down to see that. Yeah, there's the gaming industry right now is in a little bit of a weird phase, and I'm hoping it's shifting towards the positive because, side note, any updates with the Etsy store? A slight update. I don't know if it's officially reopened. I don't think it's officially reopened. Oh, we got a donation. Hang on. We got a donation and my donation alert didn't go off. I do deeply apologize. I hate when that happens. Hang on. Let me just go double check here and go open up. We got a donation through Streamlabs. I don't know why the alert didn't go off. Typically it's like but for some reason it was like, nah, not today, bro. So hold on, we're gonna double check that. Kraken donated €5 through Streamlabs. Thank you so much for contributing to the bar. If you want to contribute to the bar, there's a link in the description below that you can help contribute to help with the rent and stuff. I want to say sorry that I misunderstood the bot conspiracy. It was not meant to be a bad joke about your content or something. The music made UFO feel conspiracy to me. English is not my natural language, so I did not know how to translate bot. That's okay. The box. So yeah, BOC, the BOC, the board of conspiracy, right? Yeah, the BOC is kind of it's all conspiracy until it's not type. So it's a light joke on me, but I am serious about my content, but I also understand how silly it can be even though I am serious about it. So I'm kind of poking fun at myself a little bit with the BOC, which is the board of conspiracy. Would Bubsy 4D be possible, do you think? Possible. Chances are, if Sonic is shown, it will probably be just Crossworlds DLC, but I'd love if we got that in a new game announcement too. That would be cool. Astrobot could have gone right after the Game Awards sweep for late 2026, early 2027 release. I don't think early 2027. I think the best you're going to get would be late 2027. But because you could still announce it now, but I don't know if they would. They might announce it because of just how well received Astrobot was, that they might try to just do a quick early announcement to let everybody know that Astrobot is in development. Maybe they don't call Astrobot 2 or whatever, or they might give it a quick title, but they might just give like a 30-second kind of announcement trailer of just saying, hey, it's in development. Right? So we'll see. Let me also get the stream up. Music. There we go. Get it back on mute. So, and then we're going to drop the chat, because if you open up and look at that chat, that's enough to get you demonetized. That's enough to get your channel killed. With how crazy some of the people are here, we'll do this. There we go. So now people can see. People can see that we're getting ready. Yeah, don't worry. We'll be adjusting the volume too. So, but State of Play begins in 25 minutes. 25 minutes is when the State of Play will begin. Very loud. At this point, any old PS1, PS2 games getting a full remake would be neat. I want to see a PS2 era of games start coming back because, you know, the PS2 era is genuinely probably like we have so much nostalgia for the PS1 era, and I love the PS1 era, but I do think that when you sit down and think about it, some of the one of the greatest eras was the PlayStation 2 era. I mean, it, it's really good. Oh, on. Let me show you guys something real quick that I made for the kiddos. Hold on. So, Scalar was interesting. So I made this giant for my daughter for Valentine's Day. I made her a 3D printed a giant a Flexi Rexy with her name on it. And I think that's pretty cool. I gotta print one for Jonathan too, but he wants a yellow one, so I gotta get that set up. But that's for my daughter. And this one's for my son. A new Sly Cooper would make me very happy. Gregory donated $10 through Streamlabs. Thank you so much, Gregory. Thank you so much. I wish the donation bar would be up on this screen, but I don't have it up quite yet. I do apologize. Having said that, original members from Red Octane came back together to make new rhythm guitar controllers. Maybe a new Guitar Hero game on the horizon. So, Guitar Hero is an interesting one. Guitar Hero is an interesting one. Let me explain why. Also, here. Ta-da! I'll give it some after the stream is done. But look, they're Flexi Rexies. They're supposed to be like this big. I was just like, make it big. And I added their names to it. So I'll give that to them after the stream. But stay. There we go. So Guitar Hero is... Here's the thing that I think of when I think of Guitar Hero. What sold Guitar Hero was those peripherals, right? And one of the things, too, that you have to realize, which is something that I didn't think about until later, is that stores have to actually have placements for this stuff. And the electronic sections, especially the gaming sections, have been getting smaller and smaller and smaller. Is he quiet? I can turn myself up a little bit. Hang on. At least I think I can. Give me a moment here. I can quickly fix myself. Because we had an issue last stream where I was way too loud and everyone was like, ah! So I wanted to make sure that I don't do that again. How's that? Is that a little bit better? Or how's that? Is that a bit better? Hopefully it's a little louder. Hopefully. Having said that, the problem is that we kind of have to deal with the idea and the concept that maybe the peripherals, with the peripherals being the way that they are, they need to have space to be able to actually put the items. And if there's not enough space in the stores, they won't carry them, or they won't carry much supply. So I was hearing about that was an actual genuine issue in the past, especially when it came to Skylanders, because it wasn't just that Skylanders were starting to go down, but the fact that it took up such a large section of the electronics area, and they're downsizing the electronics area. So if they're downsizing the electronics area and the Skylanders were taking up so much space, because I do remember the big display areas that were dedicated to Skylanders, but that is a whole area that Walmart or whatever retailer you want to mention has to dedicate to these things. And you can't just put them in the toys area because that doesn't really work. So what you get is you kind of have this problem of retailers either not stocking up or not wanting to stock it, period, right? Because they have to dedicate a whole section of the store. So I had heard about that. I'm not sitting here, on a soapbox saying that's exactly what happened. I'm saying that that's what I heard about. So that's the first thing I think of. But when it also comes to peripherals and when it comes to Guitar Hero, you now have to deal with music rights. And music rights nowadays are so high because of the fact that people aren't buying albums anymore. People aren't buying discs. People aren't buying CDs. And so artists have to find other ways of getting money. And so streaming through Spotify, that's one way. YouTube, of course. And then, of course, sponsor deals, radio, and etc. So what I'm thinking is that if they wanted to do another Guitar Hero, they would have to pay for more music rights than what they used to pay, even if you include inflation. And I don't think that they would do it. I don't know if they would do it. I don't know. I don't know if they would do it. I think for marketing, hey Jim, how's it going? I think for marketing, it would do well marketing wise. And then when it got to, when it gets to actually getting it in people's hands to dedicate at their home, I think you're going to have a low retention rate. I understand what you're saying. I'm just spitballing ideas while that's a great idea. I'm not trying to shoot it down either, because it's just that I think it's because my brain was in Guitar Hero relatively recently because of my recent video, which I know I keep talking about it. I know I keep talking about my upcoming video. I'm really excited. You guys, I really am. I really want to get it out to you guys. The next video is not going to be the video I'm talking about, but the video immediately afterwards. And it's going to be almost like 2 half-an-hour videos back to back. I think the one is technically going to be about 33, 34 minutes. And the other one's going to be around 26, 27 minutes. And they're hopefully going to be announced or released, hopefully back to back or within a few days of each other. Hopefully. New Jack Nexter games is all I want from PlayStation. Hopeful thinking. It is hopeful thinking, but hey, we're here for hope. You know what? We're here for hope, because without hope, what else is there, right? You got to have hope. You got to have hope for good things. How about a new Twisted Metal game / remake? I know the show season 1 and 2 well received, and the Thursday's already confirmed. I feel like the time would be a new game or remake even. I actually agree with you. I do think that a Twisted Metal game would be ideal right now. And I thought it was ideal 6 months ago. I think we're actually starting to cool down on it, and that even if they announced it today, I would consider it as late. Because it should have been the Twisted Metal that they decided to can because of it being a live service game. If I was PlayStation, I would have announced it, not given it a release date, and then reworked it into a single player game. And because the TV show was doing so well. So if I was PlayStation, because at the point when what's his face came in as the new CEO, he stepped in and he was just like, hey, we're canning all these games because most of them are live service. But at that same time, Twisted Metal Season 2 hadn't launched yet, but it was still on the highs of Season 1. So Season 2 was coming up, and if I was Herman Hulst, I think it was Herman Hulst, I would have turned around and said, hey, there's a new Twisted Metal in development. Here's some gameplay. We're not going to tell you much details, because guess what? We're going to be completely reformatting it and changing it from being a, online slot machine into an actual, single player experience that most people would like. By the way, shout out to the moderators who are always here for these amazing streams. These streams can get chaotic, and yet they weather the storm. So We salute you, moderators, and we appreciate you. So the new Guitar Hero topic sounds like Just Dance games may be in trouble then. There was a thing that I heard where, like, Just Dance, which I'm shocked that that's still going, if it even is still going. There was something that I heard about Just Dance where it was being, it may have been crazy, but there was a specific place where they absolutely adored Just Dance, and Ubisoft still makes it because of that. And I don't know why. So my thought and opinion is that whatever that place is that adores and loves Just Dance, for it to enough for Ubisoft to say, hey, let's keep making it, they must be supplying some sort of money to Ubisoft of some kind to be able to keep its development. I have no idea. Could be a single player game with a multiplayer option. I wish that we had more of those. I really wish that there was the single player games that also had, hey, here's a multiplayer game if you like. You know, I miss those. I miss those games. I don't know about you. Like, is that just me? Where? Hey! Eve Kip Lover 122 has been a member for 49 months. CG, what are you hoping to see this show? What's going on out there? Genuinely, if I were to let me roll some safe dice here. Let me not roll anything that's a nat 20, but roll something. Love the green. Love seeing the green. Thank you so much, Emerald Queen, for being in the green and being a member for 43 months. Let me roll some safe die here. Some loaded dice of safety. Let's say this. I think that we're going to see that Marvel fighting game again. I think that we are going to probably see Soros or whatever it's called. Probably Resident Evil for the umpteenth time. That Marvel Japanese fighting game. And Sonic Racing Crossworlds DLC characters. So that is my safe bets. Those are my, I'm not losing much bets. Risky, I'll say Kingdom Hearts 4, the Kingdom Hearts remake, if there's any truth to it. That God of War that Metroidvania God of War game that's been rumored for like 6 months now. So those are my more risky bets. Hey, Zakawa Coyote donated $5 to Super Chat. Thank you so much. Here's hoping for Sly Cooper to return. Also, maybe some news on Okami too, since the 20th anniversary, and maybe God of War and Spyro. So no on Spyro. Definitely possibly God of War. Okami might actually be a good bet. Okami might be a risky, but not an out of this world bet. I know that there are some people are asking about Sly Cooper. I want it to be so. Please. Here, I'll say that that's my pie in the sky. My pie in the sky, my way up there, but within reach, but so up there it's ridiculous, would be Sly Cooper. That's my pie in the sky. That's my I'm rolling 3 D20s and hoping I get 3 20s in a row. I don't know why there's such a weird pattern with Sly Cooper. I don't get it. I don't understand it. I don't know why. I don't get it. I don't know what it is. Well, I definitely know Spyro because it's being developed by Xbox. Xbox wouldn't allow their property to go over to an exclusive showcase. They would allow it at a neutral showcase like a Summer Game Fest or an Xbox showcase, but they're not going to allow an Xbox game like that over to there. Now, let me, though, contradict myself immediately by throwing a wrench in the gears. The Sly in the sky, if you will. Hey, Lightning. I like it. The Sly in the Sky. But let me throw a wrench in the gears, and it's not so much of a wrench if you think about nuance. Master Chief Collection coming to PlayStation. I don't know if that has that been announced yet, or has that just been heavily rumored? I think that you could go for, while the Halo Master Chief Collection is not officially confirmed for PS5 as of early 2026. Okay. So, your mustache looking manly as ever. Thank you. I appreciate that. Was that announced? I don't think it officially has been. I think it's just been rumored so heavily. Oh, coming to PlayStation. Is that... Halo Campaign Evolved launches on PS5. Okay, so Halo Campaign Evolved. It's Combat Evolved. Okay, so Combat Evolved has been confirmed, but not the Master Chief Collection, which would be all 4. It's just a single player component that's being remade, which makes sense. Yeah. Yeah, Campaign Evolved is a remake, right. So I'm curious as to how that will play out. But it's also been rumored that the Master Chief Collection was going to go. I never played Bentley's Hack Pack. I played the mini games during the one game, and it was not bad. Yeah, I've heard that there's something Rayman related, some anniversary thing that's coming. I'm not sure what that's going to be, if that's just going to be like an HD port of like the original 3 games or the original game, or if it's a remake. I'm not sure. The remakes for Halo 2 and Halo 3 are rumored to be separate releases, which makes sense because that'll generate more money. Yeah, it makes sense. I'm not sure when that will drop. I don't know. It says that it's going to be dropping in 2026, so it would make sense if they turned around and said, here's some gameplay of Combat Evolved, and then also, additionally, we'll be bringing 2 and 3 at a later time, or whatever, or the Master Chief Collection, or whatever that they're going to be doing. So that's a possibility. I think that's reasonable and not out there. 6 February. I haven't my notepad. I don't have my big paper, but I have a little yellow notepad here that I'll use. We might see a little bit of Lego Batman. That's definitely a possibility. There's a big chance for Tomb Raider Atlantis, or whatever it's called. That's a possibility. Castlevania, maybe. But let me tell you the ultimate thing that I want to see. I want to see a clear upcoming slate from PlayStation, because right now, besides Wolverine, there isn't much right now that I can think of. Now I might be wrong, and there's Soros and Wolverine, but since Ghost of Tsushima 2, which came out I think in October, November, December, so Q4 2025, we don't really have a firm date. And again, I still think that Wolverine might get delayed. I'm having a hard time looking at the marketing, looking at how it goes, which we probably will see Wolverine. We might see Wolverine here, another preview, maybe. I'm still doubtful on the New Astrobot. I want there to be a new Astrobot game. If there is a new Astrobot game, it would probably just be a logo reveal or a cute little CGI cinematic of just like, you know, Astrobot like and pulling up like a 2 and everyone freaking out. And then as the 2 comes up, the theme hits, the I am Astrobot, and it says now in development, right? Yeah, there was that new Ratchet and Clank. Well, I appreciate that, Rat Miss. Video stream. I think you're a good company. Oh, I appreciate that. No, it's not going to confirm no Wolverine. Oh, okay. I didn't know that. No Wolverine today. Crash of Fortnite. We're still waiting. Fortnite rumors are weird. Apparently they shuffle things around quite a bit. So I don't know. We'll see. We have Saros Marathon, Wolverine, and Ghost of Yote Legends multiplayer, and then Intergalactic and the 2 multiplayer Horizon games. So the multiplayer... Okay, so hold on. I'm going to get the music on here so that we can get it balanced. Let me turn this down. It'll be quiet at first so that I don't deafen you. Can you guys hear that? Now... Why does that not sound clear? Is that just me? Maybe that's just me. Hold on. Remove that chat because it's good. Okay. So. Alright, how's that? Is it too loud and I'm too quiet? Or I'm too loud? You know, is there... Or are we balanced? Or are we looking good? Here's also the, so, Saros, yep. Marathon. I forget, what is Marathon again? Okay, that's right, that's Bungie. It is a little loud. Okay, it's a little loud. I think we can turn it down, man. Turn it down. How... Okay, well, we just turned it down a little bit. Yeah, so we have Marathon, Saros, yep, Wolverine, yep, Ghost of Yote Legends multiplayer. Okay, we'll stretch and say that's a new mode. I wouldn't necessarily say a brand new game, but a new mode. Intergalactic, which I still don't think that we're going to see for a while because we haven't even seen our first gameplay clip of it yet. So I think that's going to be another one on the procrastination station. And the 2 multiplayer Horizon games. So we saw the Dauntless-esque reveal for the 1. I'm not sure about the second one. I don't want Marathon to be Concord 2. I'm not happy about these games getting canned. I'm not happy about it. I'm hoping that they do a good job with it or they come up with a system that isn't silly. Because otherwise, boy howdy, we're going to be in trouble. Because, like, the last game that kind of gave off that team multiplayer first-person shooter vibe that a lot of people really clung on to was Helldivers 2, right? And it did great, and I still think it's doing pretty decent. But then you had that Hightower game. Oh, my gosh. It was... It did what everyone kind of expected it to, and I hate that it did that. I would hope that it was a shock, but the fact of the matter is that it came out and it's like okay and pretty good, but the fact that they're already laying people off like 3 weeks, not even 3 weeks after the game has been released, is a travesty. Absolute travesty. All right, here we go. So the fact that they just laid everybody off. The thing is, too, is that, you know, these games, they need time. They need time to grow. They need time to get bigger and bigger. And if people are like, oh, what do you mean I didn't get an instant refund on my investment in 2 weeks? Well, these things take time, right? And also it came out in a state that was a little bit rough, but then what you do is that you start marketing the game. You start marketing, you start showing it off, you start showing, hey, this is why it's cool. Hey, this is why you should hop in now. This is why it's free to play. It's this, that, and the other. And then make people believe that it would actually last longer than a month, which unfortunately is what it most likely won't do because of, you know, people. We got 48 seconds left. Here we go. $40 seconds. Here we go. 1 hour. 1 hour of PlayStation updates. I'm excited. I'm nervous. I'm anxious. Please be good. All right. Ladies and gents, we'll see you on the other side. If any donations come in, there's a link in the. I will read them after the stream. But if you want to do that, there's a link in the description below. And again, before we begin, thank you all so much for being here and supporting the channel. I'm Canadian Guy A, and this is the State of Play. Oh yeah, and also, you know, there might be Violence here. Kana?
I sense suffering here, Spirit.
Oh! Oh, okay! Oh! What?
A spirit guide? It's been a long time since we've had one of your kind.
Yo!
I'm glad you're here.
Oh no! Oh, it's too cute! Oh no!
That temple has been sealed.
Oh my gosh, this game is so gorgeous.
Corruption was locked inside, along with the secrets of forgotten practice. Spirit guides here once used alchemy to cleanse corruption. Maybe you can do the same.
Ooh. Oh, you get to ride the fox! Oh, this looks awesome! Yes!
Fear will bind you, gripping to the present, which must always pass.
Yes! Let's go!
Regret will bind you, longing for the past you cannot change. Love will bind you, yearning for a future you will not see.
Oh my gosh! Yes, the Oh, I love the restoration! It's my favorite thing! I love it!
May you depart in peace.
Scars of Cosmora? Scars of Cosmora? Oh! 2026, 20p. Ah! I love it!
Hey everyone, I'm Josh, and this is my brother Mike.
We hope you enjoyed that first look at our next game,
Yes!
Kana, Scars of Cosmora.
After the amazing response to Kana Bridge of Spirits in 2021, the team was excited to take on the challenge of creating something even bigger and better this time around.
Yes!
Our partnership with PlayStation Studios has empowered us to expand our scope, while still staying true to what made the first game special.
Since her adventure in Bridge of Spirits, Kana has grown into an older, more experienced spirit guide. Her reputation now precedes her. She comes to a new land called Cosmora, home to multiple distinct communities. On this adventure, Kana discovers a spirit guide's role in helping living people, not only those who have passed away. With PlayStation Studios support, we're building on everything that fans loved about the first game.
Oh, I love the
Deeper,
first game.
more dynamic combat, epic boss battles, a larger, richer world, and of course, our charming spirit companions.
Yes!
Kana, Scars of Cosmora releases on PlayStation 5 and PC. Thanks so much for watching, and enjoy the rest of the show.
Yes! 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 That's what I want to see! People ask, oh, CG, you complain too much. What is it you want to see? You just saw it! That's what I want to see!
Long ago,
Oh!
in the wilds of Eso, demons terrorized the land and subjugated its people. They were known as the Spider.
Ghost multiplayer.
The Kitsune and the Snake. Many fought back. Many were cut down.
Nope, it's Ghost of Tsushima. Just want to make sure, is the audio nice and clear for you guys?
A true warrior.
I just want to make sure.
Vengeance, not even death.
Because I think my headphones might be getting like an unclear version. I just want to make sure it doesn't sound muddy. It's fine for me? Okay. As long as it's fine for you guys, because it's coming through kind of...
Who do you think will come out on top, Sam?
Oh.
You?
Yeah, that's good. That's good.
I can't wait to find out.
Yep. Death Stranding. It does sound kind of muddy to me. Yeah, it does sound muddy to me as well. I don't know. Is that the stream or is that the... Yeah, it sounds a little muddy. Let me see if I can try to get a better version.
Kept you waiting, huh?
Bad Robot Games. I'm Mike, game director of 4Loop. As a game designer, a core goal of mine has always been to make game experiences that offer interesting surprises and unpredictable moments that never get old. The result is 4Loop, an emergent, challenging, 4-player combat sandbox where you and your friends succeed through cooperation and improvisation, and where no two runs are ever the same. At the heart of 4Loop is a probability map, which combines alien technology and human ingenuity to plot your best path forward to defeat the invaders. Each node represents sending drop pods and kill bots to stop you.
Yeah, no,
The next mission.
it's just muddy across the board.
Chosen a node on the probability map, your team will teleport into the mission. You may have to collect mission-critical resources, or even rescue survivors.
Yeah,
that can
it's
offer
just
cool
muddy.
upgrades from your gear.
I was wondering, I was like,
all
is
while
it just
trying
me?
to avoid the alien forces constantly sending drop pods and kill bots
Oh.
to stop you. We've worked hard to ensure that there are tons of items to choose from, and a lot of strange creatures and mysterious things to encounter. For
Okay.
example, this weird alien plant is called a blink fruit, where you can collect a blink berry, which will teleport anyone who touches it to a random, distant location. All the various enemies, weapons, items, and mission objectives are all designed to interact with each other in dynamic ways that create emergent gameplay and endless, replayable chaos. That means your decisions really matter, and creativity and improvisation are key. We really want players to try things and think outside the box, like hacking an alien terminal to provide intel to the rest of the team, or being bombarded by killbot drop pods, or barely escaping with your life. And if you do die, don't worry. So long as one of you makes it back to home base, you'll be reprinted and ready to try again. Home base is a place for your
Reprinted.
team to readjust their strategy, evolve your loadout, and choose rewards from an increasing array of powerful gear and upgrades. Each act of the probability map culminates in one of multiple
Don't you
boss
touch it when you
battles.
pick it up? You should teleport
This
too.
is the scanner boss, a huge geologic surveyor that scans for flux deposits to harvest. Its scan fields are very lethal, creating a dynamic obstacle course of lasers to avoid while attempting to destroy the boss itself. Because the scanner's body rotates like a 3D puzzle, you want to spread out and attack it
Rubik's
from all
Cube?
sides. All, of course, while avoiding the slow-moving, lethal laser grids. Our goal here is to create something new, where every run has you yelling and laughing and saying, "I can't believe that just happened." We're currently in pre-beta, so there's still plenty of polish to come.
So alpha.
And we need players like you to join us in upcoming playtests. Your feedback will be invaluable in helping us make this game truly great. We can't wait for you to play it for yourselves. Now, go and fail to save the world.
For a loop.
Hugh, look!
Hey, we're just showing games.
That's the Earth.
I'm down. I can't remember the name of this game, but it's
You really can make everything with lunafilament, huh? Looks a bit like New York.
Is that a place on Earth?
Can't believe we haven't found any survivors.
I haven't
Pragma,
seen
that's
anyone
right.
besides you since leaving the vault.
All alone, huh? I know the feeling.
Hey, Hugh. What were you like as a kid?
When I was young, I was in an orphanage. I was a lot like you. I had a few bumps along the way. But I had someone looking out for me. And now it's your turn.
okay. Release date. She creeps me out. Her eyes are a little big.
Removal time exceeding estimates. Deploying reinforcements.
3D printed. You have missed something. Kana Bridge of Spirits 2 is a big one. Baby faces. I don't like it. Big baby face robots. Don't like it. Don't like it.
That's 6 now. 6 survivors of Raccoon
Batman?
City, all dead from the same thing.
Batman?
Yeah.
No?
That's not good.
Oh, Resident Evil.
Victor purchased a building after Umbrella went under. The Rhodes Hill Chronic Care Center.
You okay? What does Victor want with you?
What do you mean?
He grabbed you for a reason. Did you find anything on Opus?
Not yet. Nothing on the servers at the CIA or the Pentagon.
You are an ignorant fool.
Leon?
Yeah, Capcom popping up here. Seriously.
Why me?
The team has settled on a person of interest. A former T-virus researcher.
Uh-oh.
Because my master made you who you are.
Raccoon City was where it all began for me.
I'm coming with you.
We can talk. What do you want to know?
I don't want any more regrets. Whatever it takes, count me in.
So far, it's a good state of play.
It's been a while since you've been back there.
Yeah.
February 27th, eh? Okay.
Hi everyone, I'm Sean Benson.
And I'm Sid Schumann. We're back with a new batch of games on their way to PS5.
But before we begin, we wanted to highlight the upcoming release dates for both Pragmata and Resident Evil Requiem from Capcom. Both are coming soon to PS5 with support for PS5 Pro.
Okay, good start. Good start to the show.
Now,
good start.
Let's return to the dark world of Nosgoth with an announcement for fans of Legacy of Kain. 2003's Legacy of Kain Defiance is being remastered by Crystal Dynamics and will be available to pre-order today. The final chapter in the Soul Reaver saga brings players into the conflict between the vampire Kain and his betrayed lieutenant, Raziel. This remaster boasts updated HD graphics, a new third-person camera, and wayfinding level maps, as well as bonus features like character skins.
Now, what do you have to tell me?
Lost levels, deep lore, photo mode, and more.
Photo mode?
The digital deluxe version of the game includes promotional comics and a playable demo of Dark Prophecy, the unreleased sequel to Defiance.
What?
Given the choice, whether to rule a corrupt and failing empire, or to challenge the fates of
That's spicy.
Against one's destiny, what was a king to do?
Legacy of Kain Defiance Remastered launches next month and will be available to pre-order starting today.
Brigandine Abyss is the latest installment in HappyNet's Brigandine series, which dates back to 1998 on the original PlayStation. This fantasy war strategy RPG tells the story of 6 heroes who rise against an empire invading with overwhelming power. Enjoy deep strategic gameplay with over 100 unit classes, including knights and new types of monsters.
Okay.
And countless hours of gameplay, with 6 main storylines and side quests across 24 nations. Brigandine Abyss launches this year, and you can wishlist it starting today.
Cool.
Now let's head over to Koei Tecmo Games in Yokohama for an update on the Dead or Alive series.
Wait, what?
こんにちは。シリーズプロデューサーの林です。本日はデッドアライブシリーズが新たなアップデートとともに復活することを発表させていただきます。
Oh no! Dead or Alive 6?
本作デッドアライブ6ラストラウンドはオリジナルのデッドアライブ6をベースにダウンロードコンテンツとして追加配信したキャラクターをセットにし、プレイステーション5用の最適化、新規コスチュームの追加、新たなフォトモードの追加を行ったタイトルです。今後も新キャラクターや新コスチュームの配信など継続的なアップデートを予定しています。発売日同日に基本無料版も展開予定ですので、シリーズを遊んだことない方もぜひご体験ください。
あなたに私は倒せない。
デッドアライブは1996年から展開している対戦アクションゲームシリーズです。数多くの作品を世に送り出して今年で30周年になります。そのタイミングでこういった発表できることを大変嬉しく思います。では最後にこちらの映像をご覧ください。
Oh boy. Dead or Alive 7? Ninja. Okay, yeah, that's right. Okay, Ninja Gaiden. Wait. The dawn of a new chapter awaits. In development for PlayStation 5. Okay, new Okay, new. In development. So new Dead or Alive in development. Okay. Control Resonant.
Zoe, I see the spotlights.
And you're getting closer. Listen, Dylan, we're getting distress
Whoa!
calls from Peter, but research thinks we might have a Resonant on our hands. No one should have survived that.
Then I'll hurry.
Hello, everyone. I'm Mikael Kasurinen, and I'm the creative director of Control Resonant, the game-changing sequel to Control.
Jeez.
What you're seeing here
They are
is
coming
a
out.
mission captured from our in-development build. We play as Dylan Faden, our supernaturally gifted hero, in a version of Manhattan like you haven't seen before.
I haven't finished the first Control, but I really liked it. I really liked the first
We
Control.
recently acquired Shift, an ability that empowers Dylan to seamlessly move through gravity anomalies and adapt to
cool.
the world around him. Here we are showcasing a set of different forms of Dylan's main weapon, the Aberrant, can take, and his supernatural abilities. There are a lot of different ones you can discover to suit your playstyle.
First Control was cool. Very much like Stranger Things, very weird and odd, but psionic powers. It was cool.
Any updates for me?
Kind of. You'll know it when you hear it. Just try to stay alive out there, okay?
Almost there, Zoe. What the hell is that thing?
Oh, great. Space laser squids. My favorite kind of squids. It kind of looks like a squid. Ah, it's an early build. It's not done yet.
I think I hear something. I know where the Resonant is, Zoe. I'll call you back.
Resonants are the dominant threat in what's our most ambitious game to date. And we can't wait to share it with you later in 2026.
Share with you later in 2026. So it's not coming out in 2026, I don't think. As long as it's an hour, we're 23 minutes in, and gotta say, so far, they're doing good. We're getting kind of like a wide swath of stuff.
Long ago, you were made for this night, to save the age of man. Half human, half angel. They call you sin. I call you salvation.
Wait, Godfall maybe? No? No, definitely. No, don't think so. Maybe we've seen this before? I don't know. Is it a new game or a game that we've already seen? Doom Souls? Kind of not wrong. Like the angel powers. Oh, is in the angels? My favorite. Crimson Moon. Yeah, it's kind of Doom Souls. Yeah, it's kind of. What am I looking at? Game Freak? Wait, what?
本題だ、上官。任務は分かっているが。
主の発見と討伐。
Game Freak?
そうだ。
What is this? Game Freak?
まさか進化したのか。
Beast of Reincarnation. Okay. Game Freak coming out here.
Thanks to Fictions and Game Freak for that new look at characters and combat in Beast of Reincarnation. It's coming to PS5 this summer.
Our next title debuted 3 decades ago alongside the original PlayStation.
What?
And it introduced the world to an iconic character. Today, Ubisoft and Digital Eclipse celebrate that legacy with Rayman 30th Anniversary Edition.
Okay.
This digital museum features 5 playable versions of the original game.
Okay.
Including the 1995 PlayStation release, enhanced with new accessibility options. Discover the secrets behind Rayman's development through a long-lost playable prototype, restored for the first time.
Cool!
Plus, an interactive documentary packed with unseen design documents and never-before-heard insights from the original creators.
Et à un moment, c'est Sony qui arrive en disant, bah voilà notre console, on va révolutionner le jeu vidéo.
Rayman 30th Anniversary Edition comes to PS5 digitally starting tomorrow. While physical editions will be available June 26th.
Oh, jeez!
Mina the Hollower is an action-adventure title from the creators of Shovel Knight. Take control of Mina as she charges into a bizarre mission to save a cursed island. Whip foes into oblivion, burrow under hazards and monsters, and hunt down secrets in a pixel-perfect love letter to handheld gaming. Mina the Hollower's release date is on the horizon. The limited-time demo will be exclusively available on PlayStation 5 tomorrow. Set years before the events of the original game, this prologue tells the story of how Alba and the wolf cub Neva first met. Alba must earn the young wolf's trust and guide her through the blighted wilderness. Together, they will face new enemies and endure perilous trials, while confronting a monstrous force that threatens to tear them apart.
A monstrous force?
Players can look forward to using new gameplay mechanics in all new locations.
I thought they said monstrous horse. I'm like, that's not a horse.
Meka Prologue launches February 19th.
Force, not horse.
Up next, a tactical stealth action title from Shueisha Games and Acquire. A team with ninja credentials dating back to the Tenchu series.
Yako? Okay, so it's just a brand new IP. Okay. Stealth, top down. Interesting. Well, that's not so stealthy. Everyone look at this moving box! Oh, well. Oh, hi.
Hi.
We're still in mid-show.
Oh, that's exciting.
So far, it's going good. So far, it's a good show. Good, solid showing.
That's exciting.
Yeah. There's a... Kingdom Bridge of Spirits 2.
Oh, is that what you were screaming about?
Yes, it was.
Because I was like, what's happening?
Yeah.
Is it a bad time to ask for pizza?
I think it is a bad time. Are you asking for pizza?
Yes.
All right, yeah, okay, you can order pizza, but...
Okay, that was disgusting. I'm gonna leave
The
now.
bird that drinks tears. Okay, well,
We
apparently
are the
this bird likes...
children of water. Born of a goddess. You filthy creatures.
It's based off of a book?
Faithless, soulless, unclean. This world was never yours
Never a bad
to
time for
keep.
pizza. Yeah.
How
what are you gonna
dare
order?
you stand in the way of
Are you
purity,
okay to...
little king?
Probably a good idea. What? What is this, though? Chicken Man! Give me your war cry! Sorry. Oh, man! Angry Chicken Man! Chicken Little's dad. I wouldn't even... I'm sorry, I can't take it serious. It's just a giant chicken man. Listen, man, he has to report to his boss, okay? A very important person in the military called Colonel Sanders. It is so wild. I want to know more. Project Windless. Lucas? Oh, hello.
Our newest racer has arrived.
Is this the racing game?
Welcome to the Galactic League. Since you're here, why not take part in a friendly exhibition race?
Let's go! Pod racers.
Impeding! If they weren't holding me back right now, I'd have you frozen in carbonite!
Let's go. In other environments too. Galactic Racer. I can hear the sound effect from here. I love it.
Brace yourself!
007.
Bond is immature and reckless. He's a bad influence on the other recruits who inexplicably fall victim to his charm.
Look, I know where this is going. Do you mind telling me why I'm here?
I would like you to join His Majesty's Secret Service.
You what?
I know all about your exploits in Iceland.
Oh.
I strongly believe that there is a need for
They're
such
building
heart
up
and
for a
intuition in
finale
modern
that,
spycraft.
oh, I'm
That's the very
scared.
reason I'm bringing back the 00s.
Need I state the obvious? He is not ready.
James, the service is over.
You're a rare breed, Bond. I should be interested to see what you do next.
009 will employ every manner of subterfuge to avoid capture.
Try not to draw attention to yourself.
They're setting up for a finale that I don't know if they're going to be able to
Housekeeping,
land.
I presume?
Because if they land
You
the
seem
finale
the
on
kind of
this...
guy who knows what he likes. So you won't do anything stupid.
Of course not. I'm not an idiot.
Because if they stick the landing on this state of play, it's going to be real good.
And if you do get caught, we will deny ever having heard of you. How does that sound?
When do I start?
Kana was amazing.
I'm Peter Brown. I manage the game content team within Third Party Portfolio. We evaluate games coming from publishers all over the world, from indie to AAA. Those of us in the Third Party Portfolio team travel the world and meet with our partners.
Is this the Marvel
and
Japanese
it's even more exciting
game?
for me when those partners have been foundational to my own love of video games.
Like the
And
Japanese?
Konami is definitely one of those partners.
Okay.
I think a lot of people remember Konami for being with PlayStation in the very beginning, taking some amazing franchises that everyone already knew and loved, and injecting them with new technology and new ways of designing video games that we haven't thought of before. We were really impressed when Konami approached us with their list of announcements for today's State of Play. So to mark the
List?
occasion, we wanted to try something a little different.
List?
Joining today from Konami Creative Front Tokyo Bay, not only to share some really exciting reveals for upcoming games, but also spotlight some of the key talent behind them. We're really excited about the diverse lineup they've brought today, and we hope you will be too. Enjoy.
Oh. Oh. Oh boy. Okay. Was that already announced? I don't... Wait. No.
There's one more thing I must do. One last punishment I must endure.
No, it's not.
Outer Heaven. He's taken command of this immense army and is now preparing to unleash an insurrection.
Liquid's goal is to seize control of SOP, the sons of the Patriot system that controls the soldiers.
Will you do this for me? Will you terminate Liquid?
How long is my body gonna hold out?
When all of this is over, you'll have no choice but to accept death.
This is my final mission.
So began the war between Zero and Big Boss.
Do you understand, Snake? Any means necessary. Just stop Liquid's insurrection. Liquid! Guns of the Patriots!
Because I knew where my loyalty belonged.
From Naked Snake to Big Boss.
Nukes. They're bringing nukes into Costa Rica.
We are not allowed to bear arms.
Please, you must drive them out of our defenseless country. As our deterrent.
Yes. It simply said Jack. Over and over.
Awesome. Is that you?
If they bring back Bloody Roar, I know there's a few people that would absolutely lose their mind. Like an absolute desk flip, meltdown. Yes, you just saw me count. August. Okay.
メタルギアシリーズ制作プロデューサーの岡村典明です。メタルギアファンの皆様、大変お待たせいたしました。プレイステーション3向けのみで発売されていたメタルギアソリッド4完全
A lot of people
トリオットが
really enjoyed. I remember
5で
people
ついに
loving
遊
it.
べるようになります。加えてプレイステーションポータブル、プレイステーション3向けに発売されたメタルギアソリッドピースウォーカーを含むメタルギアコレクションシリーズの第2弾となっております。メタルギアサーガのラストを飾る伝説の作品を最新ハードでぜひ体感してください。そして、現在発売中のメタルギアソリッドマスターコレクションボリューム1につきましても最後のアップデートを実施いたします。
The final update.
初代プレイステーション向けに発売されたメタルギアソリッドには高解像度設定を追加し、ご覧のように映像が美しく文字も読みやすくなりました。
Sharper visuals and clearer text. I definitely like the clearer text.
またメタルギアソリッド3スネークイーターについてもさらなる高解像度化を実現しております。
Updating it more?
本日よりアップデート配信開始となりますので、この機会にぜひメタルギアソリッドマスターコレクションボリューム1も体験してみてください。さらに、今回の発表を記念いたしましてメタルギアシリーズの始まりの物語メタルギアソリッドデルタスネークイーターも特別なセールを実施しています。 50% オフという大変お求めやすい価格で購入できますので、
Might be time for me to pick it up because I never played the I haven't played the original Metal Gear Solid.
これからもメタルギアシリーズの展開にご期待ください。そして最後にこちらの映像をご覧ください。
What? Darwin's Paradox. A tribute to a snake from an octopus. What? What? What is this? Never heard of this game before. Never heard of it. And play the demo to man. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Who is mentioning Castlevania?
In the name of His Most Royal Majesty. By the grace of God, the King of France.
Oh? Are we just getting straight up a new Castlevania?
So now, we appeal to you, Trevor Belmont. last of House Belmont.
Belmont's Curse.
ご覧いただきありがとうございます。
Wow.
キャッスルバニアベルモンドカースプロデューサーの谷口勉です。今回見ていただいた映像はキャッスルバニアシリーズ40周年記念第1弾となるキャッスルバニアベルモンドカースのアナウンス映像です。これまで我々のチームは多くの方にキャッスルバニアに触れていただきたいという思いでシリーズの過去作を最新ハードでプレイしていただけるようにいくつかのコレクションタイトルを配信してきました。また多くの素晴らしいパートナーとコラボレーションにも取り組んでまいりました。そしてやっと本日新しいゲームについて皆様に報告できるところまで来ました。そのことがすごく嬉しいです。今回のタイトルではイビルエンパイアモーションツインという才能と情熱にあふれるシリーズへの愛を持ったスタジオとともにプロジェクトに取り組んでいます。これまでのシリーズらしさを大切にしながらも新しいアイデアと現代的なゲームプレイを取り入れることでキャラクターのアクションはよりダイナミックで爽快に仕上がっています。シリーズファンの方はもちろんぜひ遊んでくださいと思っておりますが、まだキャッスルバニアに触れたことがないという方にもぜひ楽しんでほしいです。発売は2026年を予定しておりますので続報を楽しみにお待ちください。
We still got 15 minutes left, folks.
Simon, listen to me. You can't stay in this room forever. I can't stay in this room forever. I know this is going to be hard. But you have to come back to me. Come back to me, Simon.
Is this new? Or...
I woke up in the water again. But this time it's different. I keep trying to fix what happened. But no matter what I do,
You can't fix it. It doesn't let us change things. You did what you did.
Annapurna. What is this? Is it Silent Hill? Whoa, Silent Hill, Townfall. What?
A world shrouded by lightfall. Shining drops of light that bring death as they fall.
Oh, we're still in Konami? I refuse to accept an ending like this.
journey.
Man, Konami literally just... They've announced 1, 2, 3, 4. This is their 5th game that they've announced in just one
Those
shot.
were Her Majesty's words.
I'm going to defeat you here.
Yeah, I'm excited for Super to come back.
The Lightfall.
Rev Noir? Rev.Noir? In development for PlayStation 5. Okay, interesting.
皆さんこんにちは。プロデューサーの門井です。ティザートレーラーの方はいかがでしたでしょうか。レブノワールは完全新作の JRPG です。私自身を含め JRPG を愛し続けてきたメンバーが情熱を持って開発したタイトルとなります。仲間との出会い、成長、そして JRPG には大事な心揺さぶられるような展開、こちらを大事にしてナラティブというものを表現しようと突き進めております。新しい冒険が始まるというワクワク感、ぜひ楽しんでいただけると思います。今日、お届けした映像は本当に一部の一部で、レブノワール続報がこれからもどんどん出ていくと思いますので、ぜひ、楽しみにお待ちいただければと思います。
Oh geez, we still got 8 minutes left. It seems like we just finished up with Konami and there's 8 minutes left.
A man with your skill set must be able to move unconstrained, unrestricted.
John Wick? Are we doing a John Wick game?
He must be versatile, capable, adaptable.
No way!
He must be grounded, stable, constant.
Honestly, about time, seriously. I still have to watch 4, but I saw 3. All the way up to 3. Still gotta watch 4.
I believe you are ready, sir.
Yeah.
John Wick. Here we go. Here's the gameplay. Good. I was like, please don't be VR. Please don't be VR. That's all I was worried for. Be seeing you. John Wick.
Good morning, new
Oh, here's Marathon.
This is Joy, your community outreach liaison. It's a lovely day outside. It's quiet. Very quiet. Rainfall is expected to begin in the early afternoon and last until a long time. For those who did not wake, your restless dreams endure. So small among the stars. Breathe softly. Do not worry. Peace is upon you. And I am here to walk with you into its embrace.
Mayday! Mayday!
This is General David Reed of the new Cascadia colony on Tau Ceti 4. Whoever's listening, whatever's out there, we need anything. Weapons, supplies, a way out, a way back. Mayday, mayday. This is David Reed. Tau Ceti. I feel like I'm praying. We've had to do things to survive. Things I never would have. We're monsters. We're all monsters.
Embrace.
Enough time for one or two more. One or two more reveals. That was cool.
Mayday! 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 Mayday!
Marathon. Open preview work. Yeah, okay. Got enough time for one or two more.
Hey everyone, my name is Joe
Unless
Ziegler,
they
and I'm the
do
game
a
director of
deep
Marathon.
dive!
Today we're excited to announce our Server Slam from February 26th through March 2nd, where you can join us on Tau Ceti and help test Marathon on PlayStation 5 and other platforms. Our Server Slam features an introduction to the survival gameplay of Marathon, giving you a chance to explore the dangerous world of Tau Ceti and unlock rewards for the full release on Thursday, March 5th. For all PlayStation Plus players, we're also excited to share a collection of unique weapon charms that pay homage to some of our favorite PlayStation games, including Helldivers 2, Death Stranding 2, and Ghost of Yotei, all available at launch.
Yes, because those are
From
the
everyone here at
only
Bungie,
PlayStation.
Thank you for joining us on this journey. We'll see you on Tau Ceti starting February 26th.
Okay, there's enough time for still one or two. At least one. I want to see something new. I want to see something new. Something unannounced. I don't want an update as a finale. Let's see something new.
Hey, I'm Brett.
And I'm Kristen. Thanks to Bungie for that new look at Marathon, coming to PS5 on March 5th with the Server Slam running February 26th through March 2nd.
Now let's check in on what's coming to PlayStation Plus over the next few months.
Okay, that's fair, too.
Up first, Marvel Spider-Man 2 swings into game catalog next week.
Really? Game catalog?
Insomniac Games, in collaboration with Marvel Games, be greater together as Peter Parker and Miles Morales. Let's go!
Man, we're putting...
In this thrilling sequel, the Spider-Men must balance their personal and heroic responsibilities while protecting the city from...
We're putting Spider-Man 2 on there? Okay.
All Miles talks about is how to be a better Spider-Man. How to help you.
Marvel Spider-Man 2 joins the PlayStation Plus game catalog on February 17th.
The PlayStation Plus Classics catalog welcomes two fan favorites over the next few months, starting with Tekken Dark Resurrection.
Oh,
a
Tekken!
Fantastic fighting game that originally released on PSP. PlayStation Plus Premium members can expect to revisit this handheld classic in March.
But they said two. The other one.
The original PlayStation version of Time Crisis brings arcade action to the Classics catalog in May. This version also offers gyroscopic aiming with the DualShock 4 or PS5 DualSense controller, simulating the original light gun experience.
No, I'm good.
Big Walk is a cooperative multiplayer adventure about teamwork and talking.
Oh, there they are.
I felt
Hang out and get lost with your friends in an open world.
Mom, I threw up.
Puzzles and playful discoveries.
Low-key a horror game.
That's all for me and Brett, but we still have a lot more cool stuff to show you, including brand new Saros gameplay.
Housemarque's next action game releases April 30th, and creative director Gregory Loudon has even more systems and combat to break down. Let's take a look.
Wait, they said an hour. It's an hour now. Is this it? Is Soros the finale? I hope not.
What is that for you,
Because
Arjun?
we've already seen a lot of Soros.
Finishing the mission. Keeping people safe.
I'm interested in it.
Oh, Arjun.
I just don't need to be sold anymore on it.
I know you better than that.
Hey everyone, I'm Gregory Loudon, Creative Director at Housemarque.
60
Today,
plus?
we're
Okay.
excited to show off
Okay,
our
good.
Comeback Stronger features.
Because I was
and
about to say, like,
games
no!
running on PlayStation 5. In Saros,
Okay.
you step into the shoes of Arjun Devraj, performed by the brilliant Rahul Kohli, who is discovering the hostile shape-shifting planet of Carcosa. As you encounter a variety of ever more brutal hostiles, death is inevitable. But in Saros, death only means that you will come back stronger. Welcome to the passage. You are not on your own. Interacting with the survivors of Echelon 4 will help you understand the mysteries of Carcosa.
I can't believe so many are gone.
They didn't all die. Some of them changed.
This is Primary, the voice of Soltari. Here you can engage with our permanent progression systems to upgrade your armor's attributes and acquire special perks. With Carcosan modifiers, you can adjust your experience by, for example, making hostiles tougher, weaker, or even removing the second chance ability entirely. However, all adjustments you choose must be kept in balance to ensure a consistent challenge level.
Okay, that's kind
Primary
of cool.
also allows you to teleport directly to any biome that you have unlocked. This means getting back into the action quicker. It also means easier replayability the further you get into the world. Using the teleport, you can now quickly restart the selected biome and get back to where you were. And now it's time to take another shot at what killed you the first time around.
Looks like we're getting a little bit of lag. I do apologize, ladies and gents.
Eventually, you come across an alien device. By using it, you discover that it calls the Eclipse. The Eclipse corrupts the world. It's a complete escalation of our gameplay, our audio, and our visuals on Carcosa. Hostiles now shoot corrupted projectiles, which reduce your maximum armor integrity, but you can restore it by using your power weapon. Weapons and artifacts also become corrupted, which alters them in both positive and negative ways, which ramps up the challenge. We can't wait for you to play Saros when we launch on April 30, 2026.
Does look interesting. I see Midgard. Chandelar? I think he's dead, bro. What is this?
The air trembles. Mother Earth herself senses the coming battle. The world may hate us, we still have to see it. A true team is...
Oh, here it is!
Unbreakable! You cannot stand against the storm. Feel the power of Mother Earth.
Let me at them.
Marvel.
Limbo is waiting, and I'm starving for your soul!
Oh, we got magic,
Time
eh?
to
Okay.
end this.
I've got this one.
Yeah, of course. You gotta have
the X-Men get it done.
nice. Steve Blum.
You're cooked, Bob.
That's awesome.
Initiating attack. I am all that remains of Shi'ar technology.
Who?
Prepare to be disassembled. Surrender to avoid further danger.
Is this an original character?
Finish this.
I've never seen her before.
We are stronger together.
Available August. That's cool. Which team will assemble next?
マーベル闘魂ファイティングソウルズ最新のトレーラーお楽しみいただけましたでしょうか。本当にお待たせしてしまいましたけども、こうして一番初めに X-Men のチームトレーラーを発表できたこと本当に嬉しく思っています。
We're super stoked to introduce the mutants as the newly formed unbreakable X-Men into the world of Marvel Tokon.
マジックは中間距離を大きな剣で制しながらテレポーテーションで裏回りしたりなど多彩なトリッキーな動きをすることができます。
Think of Wolverine as an unstoppable savage tank. Some of his claw swipes have armor on them, so he's literally going to be able to shred through opponents' attacks.
Iframes galore!
デンジャーは、体のいろんな部分をですね武器に変形して戦うことができるキャラクターです。
She's trained the X-Men over years through battle simulation. So as a zoner in this game, she's going to set up so many traps that her opponents are going to feel like they're running an obstacle course.
トレーラーの冒頭では新たに紡がれるマーベルユニバース闘魂オリジナルストーリーの映像を含めさせていただきました。マーベル闘魂ファイティングソウルズ20キャラクターのプレイヤブルを実装しまして2026年8月6日に発売いたします。
Pre-orders open next week, so please check out our variety of editions and goodies, and we can't wait to share with you some more info.
Nice.
Please check it out and
stay tuned.
PlayStation Studios. Santa Monica! Is this the God of War Metrovania? Yes! Wait. No. Wait. Whoa, 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 whoa. No, 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 no. 1, 2. Are we getting a... Whoa. Wait.
Zeus! Your son has returned.
The God of War trilogy. Remake!
Hey, what's happening? What's happening, people? It is OGTC. That's right, the original God of War. Yeah, I'm back, baby. And I'm thrilled to bring you some exciting news about the series today, starting with that teaser that you just saw, yeah?
Okay, well,
now,
like, what's the scale,
we're
though?
Happy and excited to finally confirm that, the Greek trilogy remake is now in development. Yeah,
okay.
Man, I know. Sit down. Now look, this project is still in the early stages, so it'll be a minute before we get back to share another update, right? But I'm telling you, next time we come back, we coming with something big, baby. Yeah. And in addition, since we're approaching the last few months of God of War's 20th anniversary year, we couldn't let it close without one last surprise. Now, this announcement is a passion project that will let you experience God of War's signature brutal combat, rewarding exploration, and heartfelt storytelling like you've never heard it before. I'm telling you.
Metrovania?
That's all you get. So, thank you for 2 strong decades of support, and we can't wait for you to see what we've got cooking to keep the next 20 years surprising, fresh, and fun as hell to play. Yeah, all right, you can watch it now. Go. Why are you still here? Go. Go!
Is it the Metroidvania? Oh, boy.
Before I was a father.
There it is.
Before I was a god. I was a Spartan.
Oh! Oh, we going back! Like, all the way back.
Is to Sparta. Fear is a reaction. Courage is a decision.
Oh, we going back.
Don't relent. Never on our backs. Never left behind. Always united.
We're doing a prequel, are we?
The legendary saga of gods and monsters, of tragedies and triumphs, of destruction and redemption begins.
We're going before. Yeah, this is his origin story.
Be ready for Sparta.
Talking about Sons of Sparta. It's going to be talking about his brother. Going to be how he got to where he is. How his brother was technically the marked one, but he was technically, and the whole lore and story behind that.
This is only the beginning.
Okay, sure. Just shadow drop that. They're just like, here you go. Banger. What a banger. And that is how you do a direct. Fantastic. Absolutely fan-bloody-tastic. Finally! A good state of play! And not just good, that was excellent! Excellent! Where do we begin? So let's do a review, shall we? First, we have Kena Bridge of Spirits. Kena 2, specifically. Okay? Ghost of Tsushima multiplayer. Death Stranding 2, I believe coming to PC. 4-Loop, Pragmata, Resident Evil Requiem, Legacy of Kain Remastered, the third one. Brigadine Abyss, Dead or Alive 6, last round with a new Dead or Alive in development. Control Resonant, Crimson Moon, Beast of Reincarnation, Rayman's 30th anniversary game, Mina the Hollower, Neva Prologue, Yako Shinobi Ops, Project Windless, aka Chicken Man, Star Wars Pod Racing, 007 First Light, Metal Gear Solid Volume 2 Remaster, Darwin's Paradox, Castlevania Belmont's Curse, Silent Hill Townfall, Rev Noir, John Wick, Marathon, Saros, Marvel Token, God of War Trilogy Remake, and God of War Metroidvania Sons of Sparta Shadow dropping today. Here's the thing. Okay? I'm not going to sit here and be like, every single game I'm going to want to play. No, of course not. Because State of Plays, these things, they need to have variety. They need to have things that are for everybody. Genuinely, I don't know how you can look at all of these games and say that there was absolutely nothing for you. Okay? I don't know how you can look at this and say there was zero for you. Because there was something for everybody. Whether you liked old games, they got remakes. Okay, I like 2D games. Well, they got 2D games. Well, I like first-person shooters. They got first-person shooters. I like horror games. There's horror games. Well, what about Souls games? They got Souls games. There is something for everybody. But, and what's cool too, is that they also are showing things. What am I buying out of this? I'm buying Kena Bridge of Spirits. Or the second Kena, I know that. I'm going to be looking into Legacy of Kain. I'm looking at Pragmata too. Pragmata is interesting and it's got my attention. Control Resonant has got my attention. Beast of Reincarnation maybe just because it's Beast of Reincarnation just because it's Game Freak. The Rayman 30th Anniversary is a definite strong yes. Every time I look at 007, at first I'm like not really interested, but the more I see it, the more I'm like, I don't know. I went from nah to eh to eh. So we'll see. Okay. Star Wars Pod Racing. I'm picking that up. John Wick. Saros, I'm very interested in. Marvel Token, I'm interested in. The God of War Trilogy Remake and the God of War Metrovania Sons of Sparta. So at the bare minimum, to me, there is at least 3 projects, that I'm like, I'm buying that. I'm buying that. Now, am I going to say this was a 10 out of 10? 10 out of 10 is hard. I would say 9 out of 10. I would say 9 out of 10. 9 out of 10, I think. I think a 9 out of 10. A 9, 8 or 9. 8 or 9. I'm leaning more towards 9. Just, it was really, really good. It was really good. Right? If I were to sit here and say, oh, for my personal taste of games, I would say 8 out of 10 for me. For a personal taste. 8 out of 10, 7 out of 10, 8 out of 10 for personal taste. But if I am trying to put myself in an objective point of view, I would say 9 out of 10. Because not every game is going to interest me. That's not the point. The point is not for every game to interest me. Right? Because as a subjective viewer, 7, 8 out of 10. As a objective point of view, looking at it as objective as possible, that's a 9 out of 10. Speed Spring Trap donated $1. It was an amazing showcase, but I'm going to be honest, even though I wish they showed Spyro, I'm glad we got as many games, including God of War Remake. Yes. All very good. Very well done, Sony. Well done. You did it. Now, could have in terms of pacing, few things could have been adjusted, swapping a few things around to kind of make it a little bit more exciting. But overall, no complaints on that end. Like that would be nitpicking. If I wanted to nitpick, maybe moving some of the games around to make a little bit more of the exciting reveals closer to the end and not so many updates at the end and more, for front loaded, but that's a nitpick. I think peak for me was Kana. Kana was peak for me, which that was amazing. And I'm thrilled to see that come back. Thrilled, amazed, bamboozled. Now listen, I'm not going to be done streaming, guys. I'm going to be wrapping this up in about 10 minutes. In about 10 minutes, I'm going to be wrapping up, but we'll be back at 7:30. We're going to be playing Epic Mickey Rebrushed. I hope to see you guys there. But for the next 10 minutes, I'll just kind of rant a little bit and talk about what I really like. Like I said, nitpicky. Pace was fine with me. That was a tad nitpicky. Yeah, it is a bit nitpicky, right? We've seen a lot of Resident Evil, but I was happy that it was front-loaded, so that was good. I was happy about that. I was like, okay, we've seen a lot of Resident Evil, but it's front-loaded, so I can't complain about that. We saw everything from... Yeah, for me, Kana was my like that. Yep, you hit it. You ding, ding, ding. You hit, right off the hop, you hit me with that's crazy. So I'm thrilled about that. Thrilled. The John Wick was another surprise that I was able to clock almost on the second cut. When we cut to him fighting, I was like, that's John Wick immediately. Hey, Super Boss donated $5 super chat. I'll see y'all in Galactic Racer. Hey, thank you so much for the Streamlabs or the super chat donation. We appreciate that. Thank you so much. Yeah, no, they had everything here. They really did. I was a little worried about Marathon taking up too much time, but then when it was like it's actually longer than an hour, then that's fine if you weren't interested in any of them. But it's kind of hard to, they're already seeing Resident Evil, Death Stranding, 007, Mina, Darwin's Paradox, Marathon, Saros, etc. So I think Darwin's Paradox. So I'm going to agree with you on Saros. And I'm going to agree with you on Marathon. And I'm going to agree with you on 007, Death Stranding, and Resident Evil. I think Mina is, because of it being a smaller scaled game, I'm okay with it getting a little bit more exposure. And Darwin's Paradox, for me, was the first time I saw it, so I can't agree with that. But the other things that you said, I agree with you, Jim. 100% agree with you. I think we've seen a lot of Resident Evil. We've seen a lot of Death Stranding. We've seen a lot of 007. And we've seen a lot of Marathon. We haven't seen a lot of, but it's kind of it's on the cusp. And Saros, we've seen a lot of Saros. I don't think Saros, that what we saw for Saros there was going to convince anybody who wasn't convinced yet. But overall, very good. Very pleased. Very, very, very pleased. For a state of play. If this was a... now you have to remember, there's a state of play, and then there's a showcase, right? There's a showcase. If this was almost showcase level, a good showcase level, but the fact that it was a state of play has me excited for if the next time they turn around and say, hey, we're going to do a showcase. Okay, because if this is a state of play, what's the showcase going to be like? Because the showcase is supposed to be like the big, massive, gigantic AAA reveals for the next, while. Very impressed. Very pleased. We're going to take a few minutes to answer any questions. I do apologize. We're getting a little bit of lag. So hopefully that clears up. Yeah, that might be the next time that we get a showcase is when they show off that might be it. But well done, Sony. Well done. 9 out of 10. Good showcase. Very, very good showcase. Very pleased. Well done. Yeah, definitely a good one. Definitely a good one. So, just reading here. Oh boy, hold on. Before we continue, I'm just going to read an article that just popped up that sounds spicy. Oh boy, here we go. So, as we all know, High Guard, the game that just came out a few weeks ago, that was the final finale of the Game Awards, and then got announced yesterday that most of their team is getting laid off. There's a very spicy article here. Quote, we'll read it together. Let me bring it over to here because this is spicy. This is spicy. Laid off High Guard developer cuts loose on the reaction to the infamous Game Awards reveal trailer. We were turned into a joke from minute one. Former lead technical artist Josh Sobel says false assumptions and rage bait were major contributions to High Guard's failure to connect with players. Okay, here we go. In the wake of layoffs at Wildlight Entertainment just over 2 weeks after the launch of High Guard, former lead technical artist Josh Sobel has shared some raw thoughts on the matter in a lengthy post on X, saying it was all downhill after the game's reveal at the 2025 Game Awards. Internal feedback on High Guard prior to its reveal was quite positive. Sobel wrote, there was apparently a widespread expectation that the game was a surefire hit. The day leading to the Game Awards 2025 was amongst the most exciting of my life. After 2.5 years of passionately working on High Guard, we were ready to reveal it to the world. The future seemed bright. But then the trailer came out, and it was all downhill from there. The trailer revived at the very end of the 2025 Game Awards in the coveted just one more thing spot, but it didn't land with quite the impact that Sobel or Wildlight expected. I said in my own immediate reaction to the trailer that High Guard's characters look like they have all the personality of a space heater. Oh, geez. And that's maybe a little harsh, but I stand by it. Full disclosure, I've never actually played High Guard because my rig won't run it, so I'm literally just calling it as I see it. Oops. And as High Guard criticism goes, that was on the mild side of things. Sobel said the hate started immediately, aimed at High Guard and also at him personally. After locking his X account the day after High Guard was revealed, he said that many content creators made videos and posts about me and my cowardice, amassing millions of views and inadvertently sending hundreds of angry gamers into my replies. They laughed at me for being proud of the game, told me to get out the McDonald's applications, and mocked me for listing having autism in my bio. Jeez. Which they seemed to think was evidence that the game would be woke trash. There's no way to know how High Guard would be fared if the pressure of that Game Awards trailer hadn't been placed upon it, Sobel wrote, but it doesn't really matter because we never got the chance. We were turned into a joke from minute one, largely due to false assumptions about million-dollar ad placement, which even promulgated journalists soon to begin to state as fact. Within minutes, it was decided the game was dead on arrival, and creators now had free rage bait content for a month. Every one of our videos and social media got downvoted to heck. Comment sections were flooded with copy-paste meme phrases such as Concord 2 and Titanfall 3 died for this. At launch, we received over 14,000 review bombs from users with less than an hour of playtime. Many didn't even finish the required tutorial. The bitterness in Sobel's message is impossible to overlook, and fair enough, his wounds are still fresh, and I don't think there's any question that many of the reactions to High Guard reveal were hyperbolic beyond all reason. But his emphasis on the universally positive pre-release feedback, reflected in statements from observers like there's no way this will flop and this has mainstream hit written all over it, suggests to me that more dispassionate and critical eyes throughout the development process were sorely needed. Live service games can and do flop, more often than not. It's easy and maybe even tempting to say the haters won out, but more thoughtful critics, including our own Morgan Park, found High Guard to be a perfectly fine but far from remarkable experience. As Morgan wrote in a 65% review, it takes the chaotic spirit of Rust or Minecraft Bed Wars and sands it down until it's frictionless and bland. I don't like seeing games fail, and to be clear, High Guard is still around. Wildlight said a core group of developers will continue innovating on and supporting the game, but the reality is that High Guard pulled in hundreds of thousands of players and Twitch viewers when it launched in January. They just chose not to stick around. Oh boy, howdy. So, okay. Let me go on a little rant here, just a small one, and then I will conclude the stream because I don't want to take too much time. Here's the problem with High Guard. The problem with High Guard is that it's what... There's more of a problem. There was more of a problem. High Guard wasn't the... Okay. Just trying to word this correctly. High Guard in of itself is not the problem, but is a symptom of a problem that a lot of people are clocking. And that problem is simply that there are too many... I'm just going to say it, and I don't want to get hate for it, but it is true. A TFT-inspired based game. And I say TFT because TFT is just one of those games. TFT is just one of the... Hi, I'm in mid-range right now, so just... Yeah, it's okay. I'm almost done. Is that Team Fortress 2, TF2. Sorry, my mistake. I messed up my acronyms. I was thinking Teamfight Tactics, but Team Fortress 2. There's a problem with the Team Fortress 2 aspect where there are so many games that look just like that. It's the free... You could slot it in. You could slot out and slot in a whole bunch of different things, and unfortunately, we've seen it. It didn't look original. It didn't look something new. And it took the space of the coveted high spot. And the problem is that when you put the one more thing spot in the Game Awards, it is supposed to be the thing that everybody is going to be looking forward to. It's the lean in. What's the plot twist? What's the reveal? And when you put this in that spot, what you are declaring to everybody, without declaring it, but what you're declaring is this is the future of gaming. And people are tired of it. They're tired of it. They're tired of this genre. They're tired of this system. They are tired of it. They're done. They're finished. They don't want this anymore. And High Guard, Concord 2 set a precedent that was not good for the future of these games. Concord 2, I still think, was disconnected way too fast, way too quickly, and without knowing it has started a domino effect for all these games. Because now everyone jokes, hey, it's the next Concord. Hey, it's the next High Guard. It started this domino effect of if it doesn't explode right away, it fails. And the live service era is now not pulling in the same amount of people as it once was, because all of these games are what I call time sinks. You only have a certain amount of time in a day. That's it. Okay, you can only play so much of a certain amount of games. You can only play so much. And when you have invested a whole bunch of time into one game and then a very similar game comes out that's adjacent to it that isn't significantly better. It's not significantly better. It might be on par, maybe a little worse, maybe even just a little bit better. But you've already sunk 200-300 hours into this game. So why are you going to turn and sink another 200-300 hours into this game? Because you have to maintain this game. You can't so you look at this game, you're like, cool, it's fine, but I don't want to invest more time into that. And then you get the ultimate thing where someone invests 200, 300, 400, 500 hours into a game, and then it gets canned, and what are they left with? Nothing. They're left with nothing. All the skins that they bought, all the heroes that they bought, all the cosmetics, all the currency that they bought is toast. And they get nothing out of it. So then when the next game comes out, they're like, hey, I'm reluctant to spend money on this because the game that I just invested 2, 3, 4 years on and hundreds, maybe even thousands of dollars into is now dead and I have nothing to show for it. So for this game, I'm going to hold off on spending money. Then investors are like, why are we not printing money? And then they pull out. And then it reaffirms to people, see, this is why I didn't spend money on it. So now when the next one comes, it's going to be even harder for that person who has been burned multiple times to be able to extract income from them in any sort of the word. So it's hard. It's difficult. It's not easy. And High Guard was Alpha Dude just donated $10 to Super Chat. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for the $10. ACG wanted to mention something interesting. I've been wearing a Spyro hat lately. I've got more compliments about it than any other article of clothing I have previously worn. Neat, huh? It is neat, and that happens to me quite a bit too. Whenever I wear a Spyro shirt, my Spyro toque, or my Spyro sweater, I always get compliments on my Spyro stuff when I go out. I always do. It's always Spyro's popular, man. People see Spyro and they're like, "Oh heck yeah, Spyro!" Thank you so much for the $10. I appreciate that. Thank you so much for the support, as always. Thank you, Alpha Dude. And the problem is now people see free-to-play first-person shooter and they check out. It could look graphically amazing. It could be interesting, but they see free-to-play first-person shooter, done, check out. And that's it. And that's all it takes. And now that genre is going to become poisoned because of all the cancellations. Because all everyone's going to be doing is just going to sit here and say, "Hey, I'm not touching it because XYZ." So I'll talk more about this on my stream later tonight. I will say I'm probably going to stream at 8 o'clock. Just give me an hour and a half just to, have some dinner, have a moment to breathe and relax. But we'll be streaming at 8 o'clock tonight. Epic Mickey Rebrushed. I hope to see you guys there. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next video and our live stream. Time for the countdown. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bye.